Hey, I'm Ron Drodos from keyboardimprov.com, and welcome to the fourth installment of my journey through all the Beatles tunes on piano, featuring lots of improvisation to show you what's possible with some of these tunes while staying true to the originals, I hope. I'm not necessarily going to play a jazz version of Hey Jude. I don't think that would do the Beatles any justice, or the tune, or myself, or you as a listener. So it's a question of, with our own personal taste, seeing the implications of each tune musically, and we'll see this in this tune, And I Love Her, and how far we can go while staying true to the tune. And I Love Her was written in the summer of 1964. It's an early Beatles tune, and this was, not too long after they were playing long hours in clubs in Hamburg, Germany, and in Liverpool, and they drew on a lot of different tunes, not just American rock and roll. And they're known as a, quote, rock band, but Yellow Submarine's not a rock tune, right? I always get a chuckle when I hear that on the classic rock station in the car, New York City's radio station, because they wouldn't play a polka by anybody else. But it's basically a polka, some sort of European folk music. That's what Yellow Submarine is. That's why it appealed to older generations as well as new at the time, because it sounded like so many other of their tunes, or a march, it's kind of a march, right? So, And I Love Her is one of these tunes too. It's basically got a slow Latin beat, like a slow rumbo or something. Think of Bésame Mucho. And then you can go right into the Beatles. See what I mean? It's the same kind of beat, and it's because they were playing Bésame Mucho. I think they even recorded it. You can find versions of that. So it was natural that they started writing tunes like this. They loved this kind of music, and you find this gentleness. Even John Lennon, on Double Fantasy, things like Watching the Wheels or Woman have this sort of this beautiful, gentle quality to the beat. It's sort of like just water, sort of waves coming in. Brazilian, related to bossa nova. It was all in the air at the time in the 60s when they did this. So I'm going to play it and see where it goes. It has jazzy overtones in this, the use of the ninth, the minor ninth. Hear that? And the melody. So minor ninth chords might sound good, You can sort of play this in the style of Bésame Mucho if you want. So let's see where this goes. I think I'm just going to start out by playing the first chord for a while, the F sharp minor seventh, and just sort of see where it goes, and then I'll go into the Beatles melody. Sometimes it's nice just to let a chord linger like that, you know, and see how the flavors sort of combine of the different notes, especially when you have a few ninths or 11th in there or something, and let the overtones combine and just let it sort of settle a little bit, like the mist is dispersing after a piece. I hope this inspires you to reinvestigate, or if you're just checking the Beatles tunes out for the first time, to really get into them. There's a wealth of possibilities for the piano in all these tunes, and in a way, they're becoming just as much, quote, standard tunes to improvise on than the older things by George Gershwin and Cole Porter that jazz musicians have always played. These are the standards too now. They're you know, what, 50, 60 years old. So have fun. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you in the next video, which will be number 5 in the series. Take care.